Good morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog. I think this might be the first time that I've actually started a vlog in Strawtop cottage. Charlie and I are doing a little bit of spring garden maintenance here on the cottages this morning. We've been to Nicholson's, we've picked up some anemones and salvia to just pad in any gaps in the beautiful herbaceous border out the front, now that we can see which things are growing, which things haven't survived the winter. So I'm not going to give you a little look around because it's not been that long since I last showed you around and nothing has really changed here in Strawtop 1. We're just dropping off the fresh amenities for our guest that's checking in tomorrow, some nice bread and milk and things like that. Maybe we'll have a little catch up around Strawtop 2 because there's a few new changes over there. But before it starts to rain, because it is a rather miserable day today unfortunately, we're going to plant out the bits that we just picked up for the borders. So let's go and get that done. It's a very grey day today, so not the best day to show you the garden, but just a little update. The alliums are all starting to come out here. Some of them are starting to flower already. It's going to be an explosion of purple pom-poms once they all burst into life, but we've just been filling a few gaps with some erigeron and salvia and anemones. Can't see any from here. My argument is that they're not going to have quite so much room to get big to their full potential, but Charlie wants it to just be absolutely packed full of blooms, so we shall see. Hopefully everything's got enough room. A little bit of frost damage on some of the hydrangeas, but I think they'll survive. It's not a Strawtop cottage without a charnwood stove, and we have had one installed since I last brought you guys in here. Which type is it, darling?
Oh, hang on. Cranmore.
Cranmore.
It's called the Cranmore. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's good because it's got quite a big window.
Yeah, I quite liked it. So the one next door is the same stove that we have in our bathroom at home, which is called the Country 4, which is a more traditional stove. And the argument could be made that the fireplace next door isn't that traditional. So in a way, it's that juxtaposition, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Here, I wanted a slightly bigger stove, and why I love the Cranmore as well is the amount of glass. So
so you can really see the flame.
You have, the more the flames will come into the room. So yeah, it's called the Cranmore. I don't know if it's just the Cranmore that there might only be one.
Lovely. And then here, it'll be nice and toasty with the pink 𝑭𝒂𝒕. It's a bit dusty at the moment, but it's looking good. You've seen the boot room update. Should we do a quick bathroom update?
So Paul's done a great job, where you wouldn't even know. If you remember, these stairs had gaps. So he has used wood. I don't know what you call it. Basically, he's filled them in because we needed it all filled in because of the carpet. Otherwise, you'd have to individually carpet each stair.
Great.
So he's done a great job with that.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, of course. They felt a bit...
So you can see, look, you can see from this side how it's been done.
Yeah.
So that would be good. He's also painted the banisters, so don't touch them, just in case he's done it today.
And then in the bathroom, we've got some beautiful tiles, lovely green tiling, and the lights and the shower head.
So the lights look wonky from here, but they are 100% level. And he started on the skirting.
Nice. Yeah. So this skirting is it left over from the kitchen?
Yeah, so it's oak, reclaimed oak.
Very nice.
So it's the same as the floor. And then look at the toilet.
It's very posh.
Nice, right?
It's a lovely loo.
The only thing that's annoying, so these are from Lefroy Brooks, and the quality of these toilet seats are like so much better than the ones we've got in our house. But the one annoying thing, it's not soft close.
You're kidding?
No.
Scandalorama.
Well, it is a bit annoying because you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah, you do. No slamming of the loo seats in here, but the oak, 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅, looks brilliant.
And then what will be nice is we've got an Oroco, so the same worktops as the kitchen, we've got a sill made out of that.
Gorgeous.
So what I quite like is you've then got the, you're picking up on the same textures and materials from throughout the cottage.
Nice.
Hopefully, I mean, obviously everyone that watches the vlogs will know this is new, but I want people to walk in here and not feel like it's an ancient cottage, but feel a bit more like it's a period property, whereas next door is a bit more contemporary.
Yeah. But the quality of the fixtures and fittings is absolutely gorgeous. The Lefroy Brooks. Beautiful.
We'll use these in our house for sure.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Got better stuff in the cottages than in our own home.
Yeah.
Lovely. again, my darlings. We are back home, and can you believe it's already 5:30? I feel like today has just whizzed by, and I think it's when I have a lion. Didn't get out of bed till 8:20 today, which is wild for me. But yeah, the day has just vanished and it's so dark and miserable outside. So this evening we're going to have a cozy evening. I'm going to take my nail kit downstairs and give myself a mani-pedi while watching something on the TV. We started watching Ripley last night, which is the story of, is his name Tom Ripley, or have I made that up? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Tom Ripley, as in the talented Mr. Ripley, but it's a Netflix TV show of it. It's in black and white, which took a little bit of getting used to, but really enjoying it so far. So that's what I'm going to do in the background. I'm going to be using a new set of nail products that I've got from Manicurist. This is them. They arrived a couple of days ago and I've been really excited to try them. If you're thinking, Manicurist, that sounds familiar, it might be because Manicurist is the plant-based clean nail brand that I use for my at-home gel manicures. This is my lamp. I think they've got a newer version of this out now. Should I have taken that blue off? I don't know if I've accidentally left a sticker on. I've been using it like that for over a year. And my favourite little combo that I like to do on my nails is their shell beige and milky white. I do 2 coats of shell beige, then 1 coat of milky white, and that is my perfect natural, it's like the base of a French mani. You could do a little French tip with milky white, but together they are the dream. I would say you get maybe 14 days of perfect wear from these, and yeah, they're plant-based and a lot cleaner than many other gels. So you'll have seen me talking about those in the past. I think I'm actually gonna do, I'll do my usual combo on my toes, but I have done back to back gel on my nails for a very long time, and it's time that I gave them a little bit of love. This is the new Active range from Manicurist, and it's kind of like a protective, nourishing, hydrating, protecting range for your nails. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones, and they each have different benefits. They each have different visual effects on the nails as well. They call it nail makeup and care. There's even a CC cream, CC polish for your nails, a highlight, a gloss, a brightener. So it's kind of like skincare but nail care, and my nails really need this right now because it's been a long time since I had a break from my gel. So we've got Active Glow Blueberry, which boosts the nails' natural glow while deeply nourishing them. That sounds good. Active Glow Raspberry, which is a peachy pink gloss which boosts the nails' natural glow. Again, contains a concentrated raspberry extract with sweet almond oil and AHAs. Then we've got the Highlight, which is the Active Shine, naturally illuminates and fortifies nails with beetroot extract and AHAs. CC Polish erases imperfections and evens out the nail's surface with AHAs, vitamin E, castor fibers. And then the Brightener, Active Bright, which brightens nails while strengthening them from within with lemon extract, vitamin E, and hexanal. So really good ingredients that you're more familiar with the sound of them putting them on your face. But I'm going to try them out on my nails. So which one am I going to do? I might do 2. I might do the CC Raspberry and the Active Smooth. I think that looks like it's going to have a really nice finish to it. I'm also going to take down some of the pampering products that I have got from Manicurist. This is their nail and cuticle serum for hydrating and regenerating the nails. I like to let that kind of sit on my nails, on my cuticles for a good 5 minutes after I've taken my old gel off. So I'm going to take that downstairs with me. I'll take down some nail files, and this is their dissolver. Even this, it's 96.5% bio-sourced, more natural ingredients, and it moisturizes and soothes the nails while you remove them. You can get these little clips, so you can basically clip a little square of cotton wool onto your nail, which makes it super easy to remove. And the good thing about Manicurist LED polishes is that they come off in just a matter of moments instead of having to wait like 20 minutes for a traditional gel. So I absolutely love them. The new Active range, which has been created in Paris, it's a Parisian brand. This dries like a normal polish. You don't need to put this under a gel light. So it's going to be really easy. So I'm going to do this on my hands, gel on my toes while watching something downstairs. So that's going to be my fun rest of the afternoon. And then we're going to do a nice steak and mac and cheese for dinner because it's the weekend and we really just want a nice little treat. I do have a always on discount code for Manicurist, which is Manicurist Josie. That will get you a discount on the whole collection, whether you want to pick up the lamp or some new gel polishes or something from their new active range for treating the nails. So I'll leave links and the discount code all down below if you'd like to have a little look. But for now, let's go downstairs and do some pampering. Sunday morning. I've been having a little play with some makeup this morning, which I'll go through with you in a second. I decided to save my mani-pedi until this morning. Last night we just were mega chilling. So I filmed a couple of little time lapses, which you'll have just seen, and I thought I'd update you. So on my toes, haven't given myself a pedi in quite some time, but I think this is my favourite that my toes have ever looked, which I know is a weird thing to say. But I'm really liking the natural look at the moment. Don't know if I'm going to give you a toe close-up, but I've got Hortensia, which is this one, on my toes, and it's quite a sheer pink. I did 3 coats of this and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Maybe I will give you a toe shot shortly. Yeah, really happy with that. Super natural, pretty, versatile, perfect for spring. Love it. And then on my hands, really chuffed with this as well. I actually did a little combo from the Manicurist Active range. I used both of these. To begin with, I did 2 coats of this one, which is the Active Bright, to brighten and strengthen. I will say my nail condition right now is not great, especially this poor little thumb. I went and had my nails done professionally about 3 months ago, and when they were removing the old gel, she basically buffed my nail down so far that there was basically nothing left of my nail. It kind of went all the way through and it's been really sore. So anything that I can do to build up the strength on this nail in particular, I'm very grateful for. Luckily that bit is pretty much grown out now. In a week it'll be gone, which is amazing. But when it was in the middle of my nail, it was really painful. So 2 coats of the Brighten and Strengthening, and that it kind of just looked like a clear nail varnish with the tiniest hint of milkiness. But because I've had gels on for so long and I do everything with my hands, I don't wear gloves all the time when I'm gardening, my nails go through a lot. So they're not in perfect condition by any stretch. So I decided to use, I think they call this the CC cream. It's kind of makeup for your nails. It's the Active Smooths and Evens. So I did 2 coats of that, and as you can see, my nails now look really kind of clean, this perfect petally, pinky, milky colour, and they're being hydrated and protected with all the good ingredients from this range. So really chuffed with both fingers and toes. A mixture of both regular polish that's caring and LED. Don't forget Manicurist, and make sure you spell it correctly, not Manicurist. Manicurist Josie will get you the discount if you want to try them out for yourself. So very happy with that. Makeup wise, I've just been having a little play with some new Beauty Pie bits because they've just released their summer limited edition, including Awesome Bronze. It's finally back in stock. This is basically a cream bronzer. I have been waiting for this to come back in stock because my existing one is pretty much finished, and it's so natural. It blends so well. I like using it with this brush, which does not have any writing on it, so I can't remember who it's from. I've got a feeling it's Laura Mercier, but it's like a stippling brush, so it's perfect for picking up the product and applying it. Really blendable, great for all over bronze and more targeted bronze. I've seen people using this as a contour as well. I personally don't contour, I don't really know how, can't really be bothered, but it's great. I also have used, already got fingerprint marks on it. This is new from them as well. They have refillable eyeshadow palettes. This is the Summer Warmth, probably a little bit heavy for a Sunday, but I was just playing around. Really amazing colours, really versatile. I use this one as the base, this one on the crease, and then this one just under my brow, just with the aim of lifting it slightly. It's very dark in here because it's just horrible weather again today, which is such a shame, but very versatile colours. I'm going to put this in my gym bag because I think it's going to be great for applying quickly after a workout. I think I do need to blend it out just a tiny bit more. Just quickly, while we're talking about the eye area, I've been using the Tarte tubing mascara a lot lately, which has been fantastic. I think it's very separating, very lifting. I can tell you though, it's not waterproof. I have been doing a lot of crying this week. Some of you may know why if you follow us very closely on Instagram. We had some very devastating news this week, which I'm not going to talk about on YouTube because it's very personal, but yeah, not waterproof, but when it does come off, it comes off in like little bits, so it's easy to take away, if that makes sense, but it doesn't stay put if you're having a bit of a boohoo. And on my brows, I ordered this from TikTok shop. It's a brand called 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. I was totally sucked in by the TikTok videos that I saw, and it's a brow gel with a very stiff bristle brush. I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as the Bare Brow that I also ordered from TikTok. It's probably more natural looking because I have been getting quite carried away with the like upright brows lately, and I like that it's in this tube, so very good at being portable. So one of those is going to go in my handbag. Also from Beauty Pie, a new Wonder Scrub, a bio-dermabrasion face polish with fruit enzymes and volcanic lava spheres. I'm going to try this out tonight, but I really like the sound of it. Dot onto your T-zone, rub gently, leave it for 3 to 5 minutes. This is the kind of thing that I really like to do. Just pop it on my face, then do my body brushing for 3 or 4 minutes, and by the time you've done your body brushing, this has worked its magic, so perfect timing to get in the shower. You don't need to wait like 20 minutes. So that's going to go down to the bathroom. Something new, I think that's new as well, from Beauty Pie, Pro Glow Liquid Dew for face and body. I think this is a liquid highlight. Ooh, this is literally a brand new first impressions. So let's give it a go, shall we? I don't know if it's going to be pearlescent or kind of goldeny. Oh, that's really nice. It's kind of champagne-y. Can you see that? Ooh, Charlotte Tilbury, watch out. It is very much reminding me of Tilbury vibes. There was also this gorgeous new brush from Beauty Pie, double-ended, great. That's actually be really good for applying the bronzer. And this I think is going to be nice for just blending in the highlight. I don't ever like my highlight to look stripy. I like it to just look as though you've got a gorgeous glow all over. I have no idea if the camera's going to pick this up, but that looks just really healthy, like summer. You spent the day in the sun, that kind of glow. Beautiful. Always remember to switch it to the off position because otherwise they explode. Very nice first impression. Gonna pop that in my kind of daily makeup section here. And then finally, Wonder Gloss Collagen Lip Oil. I love these from Beauty Pie. They are just the most flattering colours and plumpiness and glossiness. I have got lipstick on. Again, this colour is not being very true because of how dark it is outside, but absolutely love that. Really lovely shade for summer. and it is meant to be a little bit plumping as well. I don't know if you can see any plumpingness, but there we go. So beautiful new launches from Beauty Pie. I think my discount for them still should be active. Josie sent me to get a discount off your membership and your first order, so we'll leave all of that info down below. Now, we've been waiting for the rain to stop to take the doggies for a walk. I don't know if it's gonna stop, but I'm gonna go down and have some breakfast. I made some smoothie yesterday, enough for today as well. And then this afternoon, I'm actually going into Oxford with my mum, with Lala, because there is a flamenco performance at, I can't remember the name of it now, what's it called? That round, amazing theatre. Very historic. Charlie and I went for the candlelight concert. There's a flamenco performance there this afternoon. So my mum loves Spanish creative arts and yeah, it's going to be incredible. So can't wait to bring you along to that. Just also wanted to show you, look away now if you're a bit squeamish, but I took my CGM out this morning. I've been wearing this for 2 weeks. I applied it 2 Sundays ago. It's been very, very interesting. Quick summary is that the hacks really work. So like the moving after eating to get your muscles using the glucose instead of the glucose getting stored and spiking, eating green things first, eating fiber before or during your meal really, really helps minimize the spikes. And yes, the morning glucose roller coaster is a real thing. On the mornings where I drank my oat milk slowly, and maybe even during my Pilates class, I barely had a spike and my day was quite regular. Whereas on the days when I kind of chugged my oat milk latte first thing and didn't really move, those days I was on a glucose roller coaster. So all the tips that people talk about, they really work. That's the main thing that I've learned from this. And also one of the biggest spike I've had during this 2-week period was my fruit berry smoothie, the one that I had at Daylesford at Bamford Club, after a Pilates class, and I was just sat drinking it while having a meeting. And I guess because I was literally just sat there drinking a very big smoothie, I've never seen a spike that big. It was actually quite literally off the chart. And that day actually was probably also because I was exceptionally emotional that day. It was actually the morning that we heard the awful news. So probably my emotions also added into that, but as soon as the meeting was over, it was one of those, it was a lovely meeting, but I actually had to take myself to the bathroom at one point just to kind of breathe because I was feeling so anxious that morning. And then when the meeting was done, I just kind of like head down, almost ran out and just got in my car and had a little cry. And I don't know if the glucose spike and the dip added to that, but it was a very emotional day anyway, so all of those things combined. Anyway, the reason why I just picked this up is because I wanted to show you what actually goes on, because I actually had no idea. I thought when you do the cha-ching, you pop it in, I thought that the needle stayed in your body and I could feel it for the first 24 hours until I decided to Google, does the needle stay in your body? And this proves what a placebo it was, because the second that I read that the needle is not in your body, I stopped feeling it. So that was all in my head. But what does stay in your arm, and that's why I said look away if you're squeamish, but you basically have, can you see, it's like the size of a hair. It's so tiny. This is really hard to show you. Yeah, there, you can see that. This teeny weeny flimsy little fibre, it's like a filament. That's all that stays in your body to monitor your blood sugar. Very interesting. I'm giving myself a couple of days off and then you have to reapply it for another 2 weeks. I can chuck that in the bin now. Is there a correct way to dispose of them? I don't know, I think it's fine. And I've used a nice bit of body oil. I've fake tanned, well, gradual tanned my arm to try and get the skin even again, because there was a little bit of a glucose monitor shaped gap in my tanning. And then I think on Monday or Tuesday after the weekend, I will apply my next 2 weeks one. So there we go, thought I'd give you an update. Wasn't planning on sitting and rambling with you quite so much this morning. So I'm gonna get dressed and let's take these boys out for a WARK so they can hear. got my pan on the Aga boiling away, well, almost boiling, and then I'm going to do some soft-boiled eggs. I think Charlie got me this a little while ago. Did you get me this egg thing, darling?
It was in your stocking, so Father Christmas got it.
Oh, Father Christmas got it, of course. And I've actually not used it yet. It's from 𝘞𝘩𝘢𝘐𝘮, and it's a really sweet little single egg holder, but what I'll do is I'll just leave the other egg waiting and put the egg that I'm using in there. Really cute little pink dish. We had a delivery yesterday from a company called Tread Softly, and they have released, it's an Australian rosé, but I wanted to show you this gorgeous bottle. So on one side it's got this beautiful floral pattern and very minimal logo. It looks really lovely. So this is, it says Australia's leading sustainable moderate rosé wine, now available at Waitrose. 30% lighter, so it's quite a low alcohol rosé, an ABV of 9.9%, vegan, sustainably sourced, and for every 6 bottles sold, a native tree is planted. They've partnered with Rewilding Britain to help create a wilder Britain. So all around, very lovely. It looks like a really nice light rosé, and I'm sure I read that it's £9.99.
Quick question for you.
Yeah?
If we're rewilding Britain,
Yeah?
where are we going to grow all our food?
That's true, you know. I mean, there's a lot of fields out there. Well, actually, by rewilding, you're bringing in insects which are going to pollinate the fields that are growing food. We shouldn't rewild it too much.
You're also turning fields that are used for growing crop into no longer usable spaces.
That's the balance, isn't it? I think with crop rotation, if 1 in every 5 years a field is rewilded and it brings insects in.
No, I think once you rewild a field, it's not farmable again. I don't believe that's part of crop rotation.
Well, some people have just got fields that they're not doing anything with. So there is an argument for and against everything. And if you ever want a debate, call Charlie Irons. He will have one with you. But yeah, I think obviously we need to be very mindful of how many fields we're farming. But my argument, it says even here, restoring the land. Ah, here we go. It actually says, Tread Softly has planted a biodiverse mix of approximately 50 species of native trees to restore the lands that were once cleared for agricultural use, to restore the land and grow a thriving ecosystem of flora and fauna. Because sometimes fields have been over-farmed. Very interesting. And we've started rewatching Clarkson's Farm again, so it's very fascinating to hear about how obviously farmers are so impacted by whatever the government is putting in subsidies or taking them away. It's very interesting. Anyway, my water is boiled. Let's pop my eggs in. 6.5 minutes should be perfect. That was delicious. This is my smoothie that I made yesterday. I always just put the next day's smoothie in the kefir bottle because I use the kefir to make the smoothie. Groundbreaking, I know, but it's so scrumptious. And this is quite a good portion size as well. When I drink it on day 1, I probably drink twice this amount, and that really does give me a mega sugar hit. This is perfect for this glass. I got both the glasses and the straws on Amazon. I'll leave them linked down below in case you're in the market for a new smoothie glass. Reminder, if you make boiled eggs, to keep the water because it's full of potassium, which is so good for your house plants and plants in the greenhouse, which is where we are going to head next. Okay, I've not got a huge amount of time to really get my teeth stuck into any mega gardening jobs today. What I've just done is added a little bit more soil on top of this dish of microgreens because the smaller seeds, which I left on top of the soil surface, hadn't been germinating, whereas obviously the ones in the middle have done. So hopefully that little bit of soil will help them to germinate. I'm going to add some vermiculite into this tub of seed and cutting compost. Vermiculite really helps to improve germination because it really adds moisture and kind of space to the soil. So I'm just going to pour some of this in here and mix this all together because I do want to do some seed sowing of a few more flowers like lupins and Ami majors. Need to get them in the ground this month really. Okay, so what I'm going to do first are these beautiful lupins. I got these seeds from Sarah Raven. They're a couple of years old now. They did work really well. Ooh, do you know what? It actually says March to June to sow them directly outside. Okay, I'll do those direct. I'm also going to do these apple blossom majors direct out by the pond, and then I've got a few Ami majors. These again, you can just throw them on the ground, really beautiful for a wild woodland area. And then this one, purple crown, I think that could look rather gorgeous around by the pond. What's this? An evening primrose, so direct, March to June, perfect. Oh, I think these might be ones which will come next year, that's fine. I basically grabbed all of these seeds which I've had since last year and I really need to sow them. Nicotiana, again you can sow it direct at this time of year. A lavender shrub, Queen Anne's lace, absolutely beautiful. And a bishop's weed Ami majors. I'm essentially going to throw these all in the ground right by the pond and hopefully we'll have a really nice wild area with flowers that I can pick for my cut flower displays. So with this compost I've got here from my Buy Whole Foods online order, I ordered some peas for sprouting and broccoli seeds. So these are going to be really good for my microgreens. So they only need a tiny little bit of soil. I keep them in the house and then add them onto my soups, salads, pasta dishes, avocado toast. I get a lot of use out of microgreens and they are so nutritious. So I like to start off a new batch every, well, to be honest, now we're getting into summer, I'll probably do it every week. In winter, every couple of weeks, and it'll give me a really good supply. Okay, this is a spot that I don't think I've ever filmed in before. As you can see, our pond is very green. I hope you can hear me over the wind. But we are going to try and make it look prettier by doing flowers all around it. There's some new planting here, some ferns, delphiniums, digitalis, but I'm going to go in now with my Ami major seeds down by the water's edge. It's been raining this morning, so hopefully the ground is nice and wet. I'll just rake it up a little bit and do some sprinkling, and hopefully in a few months' time we'll get some of these lovely blooms that I can use in my flower displays. These Ami majors are very similar. Again, they can be planted out directly at this time of year. It's a little bit of just luck as to whether the seedlings take, because also where we're gardening, sometimes we might pick them out thinking that they're a weed, but hopefully these areas by the pond should be quite undisturbed. Fingers crossed. So let's add these in. This is the Royal Botanic Gardens Kew seed collection. I've never used their seeds before, so not sure how good they are, but I'm sure they'll be fantastic, and really beautiful little seed packets as well. I think I got these from Burford. Next is the evening primrose, and I'm actually going to scatter just a few seeds in the gravel around our doorway, because I always remember last year, I think it was, we had some, no, 2 years ago, we had some out here, and you could really smell it as you came in and out of the house. It was so gorgeous. So a few seeds sprinkled in here I don't think can do any harm, and the rest again I'm going to pop down by the pond, which is going to be really wild this year, hopefully, if all this seed sowing does its trick. my final little gardening chore, I've just picked some new tulips. The ones which were in the living room window looked amazing for a good 2 weeks. And I think that because they are freshly picked and I did the little pin prick trick, which is when you just pierce them underneath the head, they lasted so long. In fact, some of them I've just moved into posy glasses because they're still looking amazing. So I'm going to do the same to these ones, just give them a little prick underneath the head of the tulip. These little mini ones were just kind of flopping over, leaning into the lawn, so I thought I would bring these in to bud vases as well. Their stems are so thin, I will prick them, but I don't know if it'll have the same effect. Really need to go out and get a third. Rule of 3 when it comes to flower arranging. And then the big fabulous ones. A lot of you are asking where I got these bulbs from. I'm pretty sure I got all of them from Farmer Gracie, and I've got a 10% off discount code, so I'll leave that link down below. It's too late now, but if you just added a note into your diary to get them in kind of August time, I will mention again when I buy my next batch of tulip seeds, bulbs, so that we can all plant them together ready for next year. I will leave these bulbs in the ground, and some of them, especially this kind, they should come back next year. They're never quite as good, never quite as tall, so we'll always plant new bulbs, but there's nothing hurting keeping them in the ground and seeing what happens. These are the blooms that you'll have seen me putting into the vase at the end of the last vlog. I just love the weird and wonderful shape of those delphiniums, and my campanula that came back to life after being severely dehydrated, and my favourite, the ranunculus. This colour is just so delicate and pretty. And then over this side, our new tulips. Excuse the state of our sofa, the dogs have been slugging on it, and they are just the most striking shape. Really incredible stems and beautiful colour combinations. And this is an Erigeron plant that Charlie picked up a week or so ago. A really nice little wild addition to this corner. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to head to Oxford now. Quick outfit change. I have popped on these very cute little lightweight pink trousers. These are from 𝑭𝒊𝒏𝒅. I'll leave them linked down below. I've got my white boots on, so we're sandwiching the white. I feel like one of those Neapolitan ice creams, the colours for today. I just love the material of these. They feel almost like a silk crepe kind of material. Super high-waisted, nice pockets, nice chunky waistband. I'm hoping they're not going to get too creased while I'm in the car because it is a 50-minute drive to get there. Hopefully they'll be okay. They're so lightweight that I feel that any creases would probably just drop out anyway. Holland Cooper knit, and I have got a thermal top on underneath this and thermal leggings on because it's still freezing. I need to pop my watch on. I think I'm going to actually take my little Prada bag with me because we're manifesting spring. It is brightening and it's meant to get really nice later on today, so hopefully when we come out of the flamenco it should be a lovely evening. But I'm going to take with me my Saint Laurent sunglasses. Really heavily manifesting a sunny evening here because we have booked a nice dinner together as well. So I'll take my sunnies, I'll take a lipstick for a quick top up, and I'm going to do my favourite perfume combo, which I now realise perfectly matches my outfit. How hilarious. It is the Erin Fleur de Peony and Mediterranean Honeysuckle Tiare. Together these two are just like the dream summer fragrance combo. How funny that they perfectly match my outfit. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's hit the road. Oh, actually, before I go, something else new from Beauty Pie, which I'm going to try for the first time. This is called their Wonder Filter Blurring Skin Primer and Setting Spray. It's got niacinamide and aloe vera, so it's going to be really nice and calming. Ooh, really nice and lightweight, so you can use it before and after makeup application. Very, very clever. Beauty Pie just coming out with all of the good stuff. Hello my darlings, it's the next morning now. Just mind blown how beautiful Oxford looked last night. It turned into a really lovely evening, and the sun on those buildings, I think that big round one is called the Radcliffe Camera building. I'm actually not sure why. I think it's the library inside. It's part of Oxford University. I think if you've watched Saltburn, it wasn't the opening few scenes filmed around there. And obviously the Sheldonian, where we watched the flamenco, is an incredible building in itself. I spoke more about that when Charlie and I went to the Hans Zimmer by candlelight. The flamenco was really fun. Daniel Martinez, and Andalucia is his production. So he was on guitar, there was a violinist, a cellist, a bass, I don't know, I'm not very good at wind instruments. I don't know if it was a trombone or a big, I want to say bassoon, but I might have made that up, like the big silver blowy trumpety thing. And then a man and a woman who initially I thought were just singers, but then they were also doing like the clapping, which is quite big in Spanish musical experiences, and also they used their whole body. So it was just them. These two didn't have any instruments, but at one point she had castanets, but they were also like not tap dancing, but you know, with flamenco it's all about like the stomping of the feet. And then they had a lady who was a really lovely flamenco dancer. So really, really fun evening. We very uncreatively went to the Ivy, but you know what you're gonna get there. And I had a nice crispy duck salad, so it was a really lovely evening. And then we actually went across the road and got some pistachio ice cream, the 𝑭𝒐𝒏𝒅 𝘞𝘠𝑏𝒄, which we enjoyed during our walk back to the car. So it was a really, really lovely evening. I've just had a bit of a pamper morning. I had a PT session with Lauren this morning. I missed last week's because I think it was a London day. So I hadn't done heavy weightlifting in a couple of weeks, but I really feel like the moves that we do in Reformer Pilates are quite similar to weightlifting. So for example, in the gym just now, I had the weights when you do like the shoulder press, but when you lie down on the box on the reformer and you've got heavy springs on and you push yourself away, it's very similar movements, so I don't feel like I've not worked those muscles in a while, which is a really good feeling. Got quite a lot of makeup on today. I was having one of those days when I was just playing around with loads of stuff. I also experimented, for the first time I used this, which is the Wonder Scrub from Beauty Pie. Really nice to use if you want just like a quick mask before getting in the shower. So I now do my daily body brushing, which means that there's a couple of minutes that a mask can be working its magic. So I put just a small, like a pea-sized amount on my T-zone and massaged that in, then added a tiny bit of water and then like massaged it out a bit. Within 5 minutes I was washing it off in the shower and my skin feels really good. I feel like it's quite glowy. As I said, I've got a lot of makeup on today. Don't really know why, but the sun is coming out again. Yay, hallelujah. And we're doing some fun bits today, but I kind of want those fun bits to be the start of a new vlog. So I think I'm gonna end this vlog here, but thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. Quite a random mix of things going on. But yes, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.